G'day guys, I'm WattleGaming and welcome back to Far Cry New Dawn. Last part, we went and got a bunch of specialists, guns for hire, we went and got past Jerome, Nana, all those people that are gonna help. So, this part, we need to head up to New Eden and start their quest line. That's what the two parts are gonna be dedicated for today and next part. Before we go up there, I want to upgrade my weapons to purple. Mainly due to the fact is, they're supposed to probably be upgraded at this time. So I went and did both of these outposts on the second difficulty. Not too hard. Got one of them undetected, so it gave me a bunch more of ethanol. So what I definitely want to do is I'm going to upgrade the explosives lab to level 1. Unfortunately, we don't have a specialist for that yet. That is Sharky, I believe. But it allows me to craft dynamite and also piercing ammo. And now, this is the big one. I had to get a lot of ethanol up for this, but this is going to justify it.
I'm doing my best to...
There we go. Now I should be able to craft purple tier weapons. So, all this sexy stuff that I've got to craft. Plus I have... oh, I can't craft everything, however. I need... that looks like circuitry, I think. Well, I can create the saw launcher, so I will definitely do that. Replace that with that. Now, what did I need? I need circuitry to create some of this stuff. That's kind of annoying. Okay, what can I craft? I can create a vector, although no. I can't create the vector, oh. I can't create a load of stuff due to the fact that, one, I don't have the gears apparently, two, I don't have the circuitry. That's kind of irritating. I can't even create a new pistol. Okay. For now, I will have to leave that, because I'm going to have to go do some expeditions before I'm able to craft any of that good stuff. I have got a purple saw launcher, though, so that will definitely help. I'll have to make a note of doing the expeditions when I come back from New Eden, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to craft better weaponry. But where we're going, we don't need weaponry as such. I just wanted to get the purple tier unlocked. New Eden is all the way up the north. I could spawn here, but there is something on Joseph's Island that I want to go visit. It's another one of those photographs. So we need to head to his original compound, and then from there we will go up and start New Eden. And I reckon... yeah, sure. Let's just start at the island. It's the closest place I've got.
I've heard some highwaymen screaming about wolverines over by that church. Sounds like the critters are keeping them from getting into a shed full of good stuff. I figure you can put that stuff to better use.
Oh, I certainly can. That is the last treasure hunt that I had to find, too. So I have all 6 available. So I reckon when I go get the last gun for hire, because Gina is there, I might just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or, you know, however there is there. I think I have 6 left. Yes, I do. So I'll just do all of them in one hit. Apparently I can just craft the Carmina without actually having to get the garage up to level 3. That's kind of nice. And welcome back to this eerie old place. The place where it all began. Where the bombs first hit, we were standing possibly like somewhere here. However, Joseph's compound in recent years has really let itself go. Probably due to the fact that the man never really came back here to resettle, because there is a lot of flooding. Due to the fact that this place is now a permanent river. The hell was that? Hold on. Think I found it. Short little swim across the water here. That definitely looks like it. Which it is. I can remember exactly how it felt. The peace of my heart when I saw this place for the first time. So simple and small and perfect. Joseph said he was going to change my life. He was right about that. On the bad days, the really bad days, I wish I was that ignorant and blissful again. When I came here after the collapse, I think I thought it would have made me smile to see the place gutted, despite everything being blown to hell with it, but that bloody psychopath survived. Joseph, from the thick of it, got to live. He must have crawled his crazy ass out of his bunker because I saw him. I hid. And I saw him talking to people about building something new. And then I saw what he did to the deputy. I have to remember one day this place will crumble to dust and no one will remember what they did to us all. So that kind of gives a little bit of an indication about the deputy. We are going to learn about him, this part, in the mission coming up. And what exactly Joseph did to him in the end, which isn't particularly pleasant. In a way, I kind of feel sorry for the deputy. He really didn't deserve what Joseph did to him. But we'll get to that in time. For now, we need to actually go to New Eden. And luckily enough, it should be just up the road here. And here we are. Here's New Eden. Built right on the border with the white-tailed mountains. And I believe the henbane as well, isn't it? No. Definitely the white-tailed mountains. It's definitely past Joseph's place. Yeah, it's definitely the whitetail area.
United we stand to fight the good fight.
Can you hear my voice?
Sadly, I can.
Go to where it all ended and where it all began.
Pastor, you're seeing this, right? No? Joseph's just in my head now? That's great. So this is definitely the mission where what happened to the deputy in those 17 years gets somewhat explained, and how he grew into being the person he is now. And it all begins with a nice old friendly field trip back to Dutch's Island, back to where this all began, when I came out of Dutch's bunker and started liberating the place, causing havoc and chaos and destruction wherever I went.
My name is Joseph C. I'm known to some as the Father.
You're known by many names, Joseph. Crazy man, cult leader.
Years ago, I heard the voice of God. He told me about a difficult path ahead. I followed it all the way to an ending.
You certainly bloody did. Leaving nothing but chaos in your wake.
And a beginning.
Now we're getting into some very familiar areas. Yeah, remember this place? We came here with our first gun for hire and now it's destroyed. Honestly, I'm not really too surprised to see this place go. I never liked it anyway.
The sins of the world were cleansed with God's righteous fire.
Right, so this is simple enough. We have to line up the amulet with the thing.
Those who heeded the sign and new Eden rose from the ashes. The flame of Eden burns away any sin that may take root again.
This is an incredibly trippy mission, but it does give us a bit of insight into what happened after the collapse. Alright, we've got another amulet we need to do.
The world wasn't ready for the collapse, and people fought against us.
Get rid of that one. We should be alright to align the amulet now.
Tried to break our family.
Joseph, shut up. We all know what happened.
Only we are strong enough to live in the new world that God has given us.
He's a crap shot with a bow and arrow, I can tell you that much.
Everything to pieces. But we endure. Keep an open mind.
You can say what you want about Joseph's little cult. We may have smashed them to pieces,
Piece together the past.
but they were persistent sons of bitches, and they never went away.
You will reveal the truth. The winds of change have come.
Now, I can't remember exactly what the answer to this riddle is.
And be welcome into our new Eden.
Nope, that's definitely not it. This one is a bit of a pain in the ass, I have to say.
Is to turn away from the past. The old ways led us to ruin. The only way forward is to live without sin. Do you understand?
No, I don't, Joseph, and I seriously want you out of my head.
God has cleansed the world of sin. And yet it remains. Sin is in our blood, our flesh, our souls. God told me of the collapse. I gathered my family to prepare for it. But hell had followed the white horse, the one that could not walk away. I thought I had fulfilled my obligation to God. But he had one more thing to say to me. He told me you would be worthy of this.
Okay, before we leave the bunker, we've got a bunch of notes to read, and most of these are about what happened to the deputy. You know best. God tells you, if I listen to you, it's good and right, and I can help. And I can save people and make it right, and everything will be okay. If I judge as your judge, the judgment is right and just. And judgment is God's word. I see now, I am so sorry. Please give me a mask, I am afraid. No one can know me. Please let me be reborn like the world, cleansed of sin anew, and I will fight to cleanse the sin. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Father. Would you believe 17 years in a bunker locked in with that loony definitely broke the deputy's mind. I can't think. I'm getting hungry. We need to get topside soon, but I'm terrified. I think I did the right thing. I want to do the right thing now. He says he forgives me, but I can't. I don't know if I did the right thing. I don't understand. All he gives me is the word. Have we used our hands for good? Have we extended them in peace? Have we ended starvation, poverty, disease? No. We have taken that is exquisite and wasted it on the pursuit of the banal. Our short lives passed devoid of meaning. Even worse, we debase these precious gifts by cleansing our hands into fists. We make war when we could be holding one another, comforting our brethren, building a society that will nourish every body and lift every soul. Okay, that one I believe was from Joseph. But I can only imagine what 17 years with that loony really did to the deputy's mind. I have survived, and they no longer have any power over me, and now I bask in the peace of God's unconditional love, shielded by a serene companionship of you, my family. And I now know what it means to be fully and truly accepted by you, my family. The deputy is racked by guilt. I thought about killing them as a mercy, but I will have them understand my forgiveness. I will have them know what it is to be judged as they have judged. And when they do, when they crawl out of themselves with nothing left but hunger, I will tell them who they are. God has a plan for them, and so do I. So, from what my understanding is, basically he starved the deputy almost to death until the point where his brain finally cracked, and only then could he effectively just brainwash the poor man. Or person. We don't know exactly what gender the deputy was. It's like a neutral one. After days of fasting and prayer, I have heard the voice again, and I have seen what is to come. And the face of the one who will shepherd Eden when I am gone. It is not a face I recognize. It did not look like me, so it is not the child of blood. But they will be my child just as they are my children. I will leave my word here when I go, and when it is returned to Eden, that is when we will manifest our destiny. God has not shown me that what will be, but I have faith it will be what is right. Beyond the walls of Eden's Gate, a once mighty nation is choking on its own bravado. The elite bellow and pound their chests, behold our wealth, tremble before our power, gasp in awe at our knowledge, and I gasp, but not in awe, in shame. For their knowledge spreads only cancerous propaganda designed to keep us in a state of perpetual fear. I tremble, but not in aberration, in sorrow, for the hate that fuels their heinous agenda, and in their glittering vaults of endless accumulation, I behold only the soullessness of craven materialism. Joseph had a thing for really big words, but we basically have an answer on what happened to the deputy, and it's not a particularly pleasant one. Hi, Pastor. I'm back from my hallucinogenic dream. There we go. There is the first mission of New Eden complete. It is a relatively long one when you have to read all that info, but it does give us a look in what happened. Now that we have the book, we should be allowed into New Eden. The only issue is I kind of need to get back all the way back over there. Alright, back at New Eden now. Let's see if this lovely doorman here is going to let us in. Or, as he should be called, the Judge. This poor bugger doesn't speak, by the way. He just sits and stares at you with those dead black eyes, and just occasionally grunts and coughs. It's actually quite creepy to listen to after a while. And when they said that they rejected all forms of technology, well, that's only 3/4 true. They do still have some technology, but as for any other technology, these guys live off the land. It almost looks very like Far Cry Primally in a way, but a lot more civil than just, you know, beating stuff over the head with a club. They've actually got proper hunters and everything. Thanks, bud.
You aren't what I was expecting. Maybe the same could be said for me? If you came here looking for the old man, well... do you have the book? Do you know what that is? The word of Joseph. His teachings, his guidance, his wisdom, and his madness. I have searched everywhere for this book. Joseph said the one who found it would be ordained by God to be the true ruler of Eden. And you are the one who returns it to us. It should have been me. I'm the one they turned to when he disappeared into the north. I'm the one who has held this family together. I'm the one they chose to lead. I have protected them from the locusts and the snakes. I have kept us all alive and safe within these walls, not the old man, me! My father wanted to build a paradise, but when it got too hard, he ran away. You came here looking for his help, but Joseph is dead. No one wants to acknowledge this, but it's the truth. Our family still believes in him, and they'll never stop believing in him until they understand that he was not a messiah, he was just a man. Help me show them. Bring back proof of his death, and I'll help your people. But New Eden will not allow you to travel north until you prove yourself worthy by lighting the flame of Eden. The people know this mark. And they will lead you to the flame.
Now, I will admit, Ethan has a lot of issues. Anger probably being the start of it.
You'll understand us in time.
And now we need to take a trip up to Eden's Fire, which if you played the 5th game, you can probably imagine where that area is.
You have been marked. Ethan has marked you as one who wishes to rekindle the flame of New Eden. The bandits who have taken our land have extinguished it. It is found at the base of the fallen statue of Joseph, toppled by a sinner many years ago. There is a band of chosen there. They will help you.
Sorry about that. In another life, that was probably me who toppled that many, many, many years ago, but let's not tell these lovely people that. They might chase me out of the village. But yes, we are going back up to that god-awful statue of Joseph Seed. And we need to set it on fire. Alright, after a very, very long trip, we had to make it all the way from New Eden over until here. It was quite a drive. We have finally reached up near the thing that we got to do, the statue.
Look, right there. Tread carefully.
Into a very lovely view of the valley, or when I say lovely, I mean like very, very dead view of the valley. But still, lovely nonetheless. We need to go speak to the Chosen. So the Chosen used to be feared pilots in Far Cry 5. Now they're feared archery people.
Many have tried to light the flame of Eden, and all have failed. There are many Highwaymen surrounding the flame, and they kill without pity. Our best option against their numbers and firepower is to take them out with cunning and stealth. We've brought you a weapon suitable for our most holy task. please consider using it. My fellow Chosen will help you. Now follow me.
Now, when you say, please consider using it, you're gonna force me to pick it up, aren't you? Actually, maybe not. I'm going to take it anyway, just to be kind, but...
This is the sort of weapon to use for this sacred task. You may not understand this, but even being permitted to try...
If I don't pick it up, this guy gets bitchy at me that I want to go loud. Got it. Alright, you guys just continue your very, very slow jog up this hill. I'm just gonna run up here and deal with everybody before you guys get up there. And get rid of you as well. Alright, let's start putting this bow to the test, shall we? Oh, that guy turns around a lot. Get rid of you. And you. Let's do this nice and stealthy. Make sure none of them detect me, or the Chosen will get pissy at me for not doing things their way. This is good. Nice and stealthy. Let's not piss the Chosen off. I don't want them chasing me down the mountain with bows and arrows. Definitely loot all these guys too, because they will give you certain stuff. Right, there's a guy there. He looks alone. Get him in the head. I just got more perk points. Actually, you know what? That's a really, really good point. I have got 18 of these things, which means I'm definitely getting this. That leaves me with 10. I'll tell you what, I will get the ability to carry more of this and more of this. And saw launcher ammo would be nice as well. Right, there's 3 of these guys down here this time. So remove the one at the back.
There it is again.
See, this is perfect. Nice and stealthy does it. No need to alert any of these guys. I don't want a full-on gunfight on my hands. I'd say that statue survived pretty well going through the collapse. Who have we got up here? Ooh. There's a load of people up here.
Who's fucking around?
Alright, get rid of you. See, that's what we want to see. But apparently there's still more people. Okay, that's the statue area secured. I kind of need these. I'm very low on them. Wait, who else have I got to kill? There we go. Beautiful and stealthy and sexy, so this guy can't get pissy on me.
Sinner, there's more. We've brought you as far as we can. You must descend into the cavern and light the flame alone. They flooded the chamber and sealed the pipes. Those pipes contain the bliss that feeds the sacred flame. Drain the water, then destroy the pipes to release the bliss. Ignite the bliss, so that the righteous fire may rise again. And be careful it does not consume you. Go, sinner, with our blessings and hope.
So does everyone remember the bliss? I remember the bliss. That useless bloody drug that makes you hallucinate about Faith's seed is back in this game. But this time it does a little bit more to make you hallucinate. But in order to do that, we kind of need to empty all the water out of this place, which means we need to find the valve handle, which is somewhere around here. Wait, is that it over there? Your character swims so goddamn slow in this game. Compared to the deputy, he's like a very slow swimmer. It's kind of irritating. Okie dokie, that drains the water. Now we need to destroy the bliss pipes. Okay, there is one out in this area here. I'm doing that one last, because I don't want to get caught in this bliss any more than what I have to. So we'll have to go destroy this one first. And get out of here before the bliss basically hits you, because it does do damage now. It doesn't make you hallucinate anymore. It just does straight up damage. Right, that's number 2 done. And now we shoot that one out in the main area, and then that way we don't have any bliss touch us. Because this stuff hurts really, really badly. And I don't want to be here any more than what I have to. All we have to do now is just ignite the damn stuff. Good riddance to it, I say. And I think it's time to go.
Sinner, or perhaps something else. The Father will know what to call you. Ethan himself was not able to accomplish this. Clearly, you are the one who will make Joseph's prophecy come true. You must return to Ethan for further instructions, but go, knowing you have given us a new hope. All of New Eden will rejoice.
You bloody better after all the work I've done for you. There we go. Eden's Fire has been completed, and we've started a new story mission into the Bliss.
Listen up, Highwaymen. It's Mickey. A lot of fight went out of those nature freaks when we put out their big fire. Now it's burning again. And if that amps them up and they start fighting harder, me and Lou are gonna be upset.
So, this is where I'll end this video off for today. Now we've started New Eden. Next time, we're going to continue this storyline, and we're going to get to head up north and meet the man himself in a couple of quest lines, and then we're back down here, and then I'll go get the rest of the specialists, but I'll talk more about that when we get up to it. So, drop a like, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video.